You look at me and I stare back deliberately. I know you're doing this to me, and I've said before, you can't love someone forevermore. But when you're standing there ready to kiss me, put your hands on my waist and say you can't resist me, I just die. 'Cause I love you in blue. It brings out your eyes, and I don't have a clue why it occupies my mind. I wanted to say something else, but it's out my head now. You're all I can think about, and I've said before, one day I'm gonna walk out the door. But when you look at me like I'm giving you hunger, put your hands on my face, I can't wait any longer, I just die. 'Cause I love you in blue. It brings out your eyes, and I don't have a clue why it occupies my mind. Oh, tell me, tell me, tell me what you're waiting for. I've told you I can't wait anymore. You're teasing me, you're teasing me, just teasing me. 'Cause I love you in blue. It brings out your eyes, and I don't have a clue why it occupies my mind. Oh, I love you in blue. You don't even have to try. Too good to be true. How can you be mine? 'Cause I love you in blue.
Hello and welcome. I'm Elinka Buzigan, and that was the fantastic Evangeline. We are coming to you live from the Eldon Hub. This is CCI, and we present Musical Fusion. Hello and welcome to Musical Fusion, the music show that brings you the very best of unassigned music talent that Portsmouth has to offer. We have an action-packed show for you today. Let's take a quick look at what's going to come. On today's show, we have two more live performances, one by Hannah May and the other by Marley Bladford. We also head over to the White Swan studio as the Collision and Marmalade Moonshine showcase their talents. And we send the team to catch up with the university's very own gospel choir. However, before all that, let's head upstairs to Tom, as he is joined in the CCI studio by Dan and Ben from Marmalade Moonshine.
Thank you, Alinka. Yes, I am joined here in the studio with Ben and Dan, two members of Marmalade Moonshine. Welcome to the show, guys. So, first of all, could you tell me a little bit about Marmalade Moonshine? Where did it all start?
We're a rock and roll band, and we're just doing loads of gigs around Portsmouth at the moment, preparing for an up-and-coming EP launch on the 14th of April. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah.
Fantastic. How did you guys meet then?
We all used to work together. Well, three of us used to work together. We met the other two through a friend of ours. But yeah, we used to work at the leisure centre up in Fareham.
So what wanted you to start music? What inspired you?
I think we all just really enjoyed it and didn't really think it was going to be a hobby, did we? And
yeah, music's always been there throughout, I think, our lives. We've got loads of different influences.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So where did you get the name Marmalade Moonshine from?
I took it from a film. It's all about prohibition and how people used to smuggle marmalade.
In moonshine.
In marmalade jars, things like that, and it kind of just stuck. It was supposed to be an album title originally, but it just ended up as the name, I think.
So do you do regular gigs at all? Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, we're trying to do bigger gigs now. We've done Victorious and a few festivals, so that's where we're trying to focus, as well as the Wedgwood Rooms as well. So yeah, we're getting there.
Okay, so what advice would you give to anybody out there today who may be wanting to get into a band and start music?
I don't know, we haven't made it ourselves really yet, but I'd say stay out of the way, because we'd like to have a go first. But really, just if you've got mates that play music, then just get on it. Just get on it and write your own songs and just get it out there, because you never know when people are going to really...
Great, yeah, well, thank you for joining me on the show today.
Nice one, man.
And having a chat. We'll be seeing more from these guys later on in the show, but I think that Alinka is downstairs now, raring and ready to go with another live performance.
Yep, that's right, Tom. Playing her track today, called Alone. For us, we have Hannah May.
And breathe slow, you already know what I'm holding back. One foot in front of the next, pull your hand into my chest and keep it close. And hold tight, you made the world feel right when it's all wrong. I've got so many things to say, but I can never find the way, so I just smile. For all the times you told me where you'd be, it's like that you were made just for me. And troubles seem to come and go, but there is one thing that I always know, that I'm not alone. And kiss me, show me what you see. I'm never sure it's there, and there will never be a day when the skies above are grey, when you're here. For all the times you told me where you'd be, it's like that you were made just for me. And troubles seem to come and go, but there is one thing that I always know, that I'm not alone. For for all the times you told me where you'd be. It's like that you were made just for me, and troubles seem to come and go, but there is one thing that I always know, that I'm not alone. And love me for eternity, and I'll do the same.
Very, very beautiful performance. Thank you for that, Hannah. I have a little bit of question for you. What kind of mindset do you ever get into when you write a song, like the one you sang today?
So I tend to sort of write what I'm feeling, and so I was feeling quite emotional one day and was like, oh, I'm going to sit and play the guitar, and then sort of the words came to me and sort of put them together, and that was how it happened, really.
What kind of energy do you get from when you write songs? How does it make you feel?
I actually find it really exciting to sort of actually manage to say what I'm feeling, because I'm not the best at saying words, I guess, so actually being able to portray what I'm feeling through music, actually, I find really nice.
Would you think it's kind of relaxing for you to be writing songs?
Yeah, I do. I sort of tend to sort of like to sit with my guitar or whatever I'm playing, and actually just sort of, it calms me, to be honest.
So what do you like most about writing music?
I guess sort of being able to just sort of, because I feel like music can sort of change how people feel, and I sort of like to have that power over people in a way, and sort of sort of like this song, say, sort of calms people down a bit, whereas if you write like a dance track, it's like, yeah, really hype and stuff. So yeah, I like that sort of power of music.
Yeah. One last question. What would you recommend to people that would like to start writing songs? What would you recommend them?
Just sort of sit and play around with things. Like, it doesn't matter if it sounds awful to you, like any start is a start, and then just work on what you've got, really. So yeah.
Thank you. Once again, thank you, Hannah, for coming in. You have such an amazing talent for someone so young, and definitely someone to watch out for in the future. Coming up the next, we have The Collision playing the track Never Gone. Check it out.
Tired, just stay there. Close your eyes, keep dreaming for days. When I wake up with you by your side, we said you see, there's one problem. It's the biggest of them all. My big arm, sick of explaining the things don't work. Don't know what to say, only can say. I hide the pain I feel inside. It's my hand, and it's my heart. As soon as you feel that one before, forever love in my mind, forever love is yours and mine. 'Cause I won't let you go, 'cause I won't let you know. This place hurts so much. Don't know what to say, I can't trust. Inside hide the pain, the pain I feel inside. I'm sick of this place hurts so much. Don't know what to say, only gets worse. Inside hide the pain, the pain I feel inside. Yes, I hide the pain I feel inside. I'm sick of this pain is also worth. I don't know what to say, only guess us. Yes, I hide the pain I feel inside. 'Cause I won't let you go. 'Cause I won't let you know.
Another fantastic performance. Those guys display so much passion and energy when they are performing. Make sure to check out all of the artists who are playing on today's show on the respective social media pages. Coming up for you today, now I believe Tom has another guest in the CCI studio.
Thanks, Alinka. Yes, I'm joined here in the studio now with Evangeline, who performed with us at the start of the show. Great performance, by the way.
Thank you.
So how did you get into music?
It just started off me sort of following my mum around for rehearsals with her gigging, and then I really got into it and just started writing my own stuff.
Are there any artists that inspired you?
Definitely. My two biggest inspirations are probably Hayley Williams from Paramore and Imelda May. So.
And your family inspired you as well, didn't they?
Oh yeah, of course. Like my mum, my nan, like my whole mum's side of the family are quite musical.
So you play an instrument, do you, as well? Or?
Yeah, I taught myself a few instruments just to accompany myself singing wise.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How did you find that? Was it hard? Was it good?
I think it was hard at first, especially with the guitar. I feel like I have a flair more for piano rather than guitar, but it got a lot easier.
Great. So what has your biggest challenge been as a solo artist?
I think composition-wise, probably thinking of new things to write, and sort of you kind of go into a habit of forcing yourself to write a certain way, but you shouldn't, because you want to sort of, you hear something you like and you want it to sound like that, but you should just let it come out.
So have you performed at any big venues at all?
Well, I'm actually in a vocal group, the Urban Vocal Group, and we performed at a lot of like big venues like Victorious, King's Theatre, Guildhall, stuff like that.
Great, well we've run out of time here. Thanks so much again for joining us on the show today. And it's back to you, Alinka.
Thank you, Tom. And now for our next performance, Marley Blandford.
Grey clouds overhead and I made my way over to your flat. I walked through this rain for you. 3 tube stations down and I am so far from Holborn town, but I still travel all this way for you. You work in the 9 to 5 and I decide to drop on by, so we grab the bus back together. This rainy day over London town, no, it don't really get me down. No, not if I'm there with you. The thoughts are all I have of these days. There's nothing I can do but ask you to stay with me. Please stay with me tonight, 'cause I can't break these walls tonight, and I can't find the words to ask you to stay with me. Please stay with me tonight. Please stay with me tonight. Getting in at 3 a.m. and I make sure that you're feeling fine. And I lay myself down next to you. This rainy day over London town, no, it don't really get me down. No, not if I'm there with you. The thoughts are all I have of these days. There's nothing I can do but ask you to stay with me. Please can break these walls tonight, and I can find the words to ask you to stay with me. Please stay with me tonight. Please stay with me tonight. You to stay with me, please stay with me tonight. No, 'cause I can't break these walls tonight, and I can't find the words to ask you to stay with me. Please stay with me tonight. No,
Very beautiful. I'm going to stand up so we're a little bit more equal, opposed to me just... How are you doing today?
I'm good, and yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, yes. So, a nice, quick and easy question. What inspires you in the mornings?
In the mornings?
Yes.
Knowing that I'm going to have a coffee when I wake up.
Okay. Do you
Eventually.
Do you have a ritual to when you start playing music? Do you practice on a daily basis?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really mean to, but it's just a case of, like, I'm sitting there, piano's on the side, I'm like, you know what, just try it out, write something, try and learn something, new techniques, all that kind of stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you are an aspiring new artist, you are kind of rising up slowly. Do you have any gigs coming up, and how do you feel about performing them? Or like this one, but...
Well, yeah, I've got a mini tour coming up in May, going across the top of the UK, Wales and England as well, which is going to be good fun.
So the song you played for us today was very beautiful, very relaxing.
Thank you.
So what kind of genre of music would you say you do?
It's a real mix. I mean, I'm inspired mostly by Coldplay and James Bay and the likes.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of kind of piano, acoustic guitar influence. So I'd say it's like acoustic pop rock. But when I come to picking up a guitar, my acoustic guitar, my electric, I'm writing more of a style. Jack Johnson, Jason Mraz, kind of like feel-good summer reggae vibes as well. And my name's Marley. I was named after Bob Marley, so I do love reggae, all that kind of stuff.
Oh wow, thank you. It's very lovely. Music is constantly changing and evolving as new artists expand and create genres. But let's now take a look at music style that's born in the 1800s. We've sent Hosanna out to have a look at what it takes to be part of the University of Portsmouth Gospel Choir. So let's take a look.
My name is Philippa Braby, and I am the president of Gospel Choir, and I am the vocal director also. I have been with the choir for 4 years, so since 2014. A friend invited me after church to the session, and she thought that it would be good because I love to sing.
All you need is a mustard seed of faith. A mustard seed, just a mustard seed of faith.
Usually the choir would sing gospel music, but it depends on the event that we have to rehearse for. So usually ranges from contemporary jazz to just normal music, really. We do an array of events. We do funerals, parties, live performances, and all ceremonies. Today, we are rehearsing for our concert that will be held on Saturday the 3rd of March 2018 for a church in Nigeria. The concert is for a cause in Nigeria to raise money to build a church for orphans.
1, 2, 3, and when life's troubles lay you have to do all that hand stuff, man. We can do more. Please believe he is waiting there.
Hi, I'm here today with Evelyn Sarple, the vocal director of Portsmouth Gospel Choir. Hi Evelyn, thanks so much for having me today.
Anytime.
So could you teach me some warm-ups just before we go into...
Okay, so we're going from last, yeah? So we're going to go from the bottom of the scale all the way to the top.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's la 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 la. You do that? You got this. La 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 la. There we go. I think we're all warmed up now.
Thank you very much.
So, the same way if you're about to go on track, or the same way if you're about to do something athletic, you have to make sure all your muscles are stretched so you don't pull anything. It's the same concept when we're singing. So we have to make sure everything is warmed up, everything is stretched, because everything we're using is a muscle. So we do these exercises to help us. It's like easing us in. That's why we go from the bottom of the scale to the top. So it's literally just warming us up. Warming us up. We might have been talking all day, but singing is like a different part of the body that we have to use. So by doing this, we're warming up our bodies and warming up our vocal cords to sing.
Okay.
So, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Lift up my head. Lift up my head. You rejoice. You rejoice. And Almighty King. Almighty King. Lift up my voice. Lift up my head. Lift up my head. Forever and ever. Forever and ever. And ever. And ever. Hey! Forever. And ever. And ever. Hey! And ever. Forever.
As we are coming to the end of the show, however, before we go, I just want to say a massive thank you to all the talent artists we have had today. You have all been amazing, and for you viewers at home, feel free to check out our other TV shows on CCI TV channel on YouTube. And you can also find us on Facebook at CCI TV. Now, to play us out with their track, Dance in the Rain, we head back over to the White Swan studio with Marmalade Moonshine.
You say your guy must really have it in for you. I'm sure he's got better things to do. You sit around and listen to him on a complain and cry. You could have been someone and you should have gone far, but you're never gonna make it as a superstar if you bury your head in the sand and complain that it's dry. Don't have to only listen it. It comes and then it goes in a momentary visit. Well, it's time you showed us on some spirit. Your track record shows you're a cynic. Where is your get up and go? I don't know. All your endeavors blow up and get severed. You always say you're never to blame. But if you wanna live forever and get your act together, embrace the stormy weather and pain. and all your endeavors blow up and get severed. You always say